and some days to come. Remember, they're actually free, probably cities, if not places where these games normally takes place. Well, there are teams in Group A, Group B, and Group C. Teams in Group A plays their game in Rumbek. Meanwhile, teams from Group B plays definitely here in Juba. Group C, teams will be playing in Rank. But don't forget, this game is actually, if not this tournament, even is proudly sponsored by Zain South Sudan. And yes, it's called Zain National South Sudan Cup. Real opening is right here, but of course, trust me, you've been person to like it more and more, especially when the real business starts, because currently it is more of a playoffs. But of course, if you take a look at how both sides have decided to line up here, let's start from a team called St. Mary, where there is Mr. John Tiger, Samuel Ladu, George Razuk. There's Matayo Wani, Emmanuel Moga, Christopher Lemi, Simon Lat, Adil Abdu. Mr. Kenyi is also part of the team. That's for St. Mary. Meanwhile, Dario Sebit is as well in the team, including Emmanuel Lodo. This is how actually St. Mary have gone for this game. Now for Galvanic, there are a couple of names to watch in this picture. There's Mr. Mabel Akuot is part of the team. Don't forget Akok Makol is in the team. Jacob Madol, including Mr. Parach Mayen, Sadrick Deng, Mr. Cole Makui is also part of the team. Harjok Majak, Atim Ajang, Musa Atwan, even Emmanuel. This is how definitely Galvanic are also going for in terms of this very game. But don't forget, the game will definitely kick off in just a few minutes. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. My name is Alaf Jonathan. In case you're also joining the live stream for the first time, otherwise, this is the National South Sudan Cup. Well, last year the winners were actually Jamus FC. Well, all eyes are definitely on most of the big powerhouses this season. Jamus FC are in the mix. Almerik of Benti also in the mix. Korium FC are also playing this very game, if not this tournament. Well, there are a couple of teams to watch out, and they may think Jamus will also want to defend it if they can. But the question is, can they defend it? Can Jamus defend this very tournament here? Remember, they were the winners last time out. And actually, it has been one of the good moments for Jamus FC. But, well, let's wait and see who is going to, this time around, be the winner. Well, if you take a look at the teams in Rumbek, if not in Group A, you'll find a couple of teams like Gold Star, Mading. There's Anyanya 2 of Euro. Well, Amal Al-Huri of Kwajok, Almerik FC of Atunch. Don't forget Awil United of Awil, Majak. That's Achwing of Wajok is also here. Gazala FC of Wow. Well, this is some of the teams in Group A. Otherwise, everything is already done. The game is getting underway. Don't forget Galvanic FC of Nimle versus St. Mary FC of Terekeka. The team putting on yellow is Galvanic. Meanwhile, white and probably blue, the name is called St. Mary of Terekeka. Otherwise, welcome and enjoy good moment of football right here at Juba National Stadium. Remember, it is called Sudan National South Sudan Cup. And of course, this is the official opening. And trust me, you will enjoy the climax of this tournament because there'll be more good things coming on your way. If not in this game, then in some games that have been postponed to come. That's surely on your way. Otherwise, there are a number of players to watch out in this fixture. Well, you may think they will always want to make it different. Yes, players like just number 7 for St. Mary, there's Simon Lat. And as if that is not enough, you may talk about just number 9 for Galvanic. And I am talking about Mr. Cedric Deng. Just number 11 for definitely Galvanic is also another player to watch. Harjok Majak. He is today playing on as actually a lefty winger. They may think he is ready to put probably best performance in this very fixture. Don't forget, this is the first leg. That means that we shall have a second leg also coming up. And yes, as the center referee continues to prepare the way and checking on the nets, how they are doing, and indeed everything is now set, just a matter of seconds. All eyes on this very fixture because it's the first fixture and they may feel like a couple of defensive teams are following this as they really want to know how the future will hold in this tournament. Remember, the National South Sudan Cup normally comes every year. And there we go. Well, Galvanic FC of Nimule versus St. Mary FC of Terekeka. Nice pressure from Galvanic. And as well, they're trying to press just within seconds. Well, due to the pressure, probably a little bit, yeah. We see that already there's a goal kick for St. Mary. Now it goes on. It finds St. Mary having a moment here, but I think it is too much for just number 70. Well, in terms of having a chat with the ball, a throw in taken quickly. Now just number 9 is trying to make a progress here for St. Mary. That's Mr. George. George tries, and of course George scores just within probably 2 seconds. I mean, if not within a period of seconds. Trust me, from nowhere, St. Mary FC of Terekeka are now leading. By the way, very good movement from just number 9. And that definitely does Mr. Matayo Wani. Fantastic play. Surprisingly, well, very, very good football from Galvanic FC. And now Galvanic are leading by a goal to 0. Galvanic are leading by a goal to nil. Now it finds judge number, but of course it benefits St. Mary. Can they make a progress here? Blocked by the back line. It's all about Galvanic. Very good passing. Depossessed this time around is St. Mary. It goes to Kenyi. Kenyi finds Samuel Ladu, the captain. Now comes just number 9, and does Wani. Wani wins a throw-in in the process. It's going to be a throw-in to St. Mary. Nice control from Wani, but of course into the box. Cleared by the back line. Well, just number 14 preventing a corner, and that's Mr. Akok. Well, it's going to be a throw-in to St. Mary, but I think they're trying to press much as they've considered already, but there are signs of, promise. Free kick to St. Mary. The game is 1-0 already. Galvanic FC of Nimle are leading St. Mary of Terekeka by a goal to 0. Just number 9 is the goal scorer, and that's definitely something that he is happy about. That is Mr. Sadrick Deng. I spoke about him initially, and he has already made a difference here. Throw into St. Mary. They keeps on pressing. Good defense. Finds Deng. Too much low for Harjok Majak. Now a chance there for St. Mary. Simon Lat. Good defense from just number 6, Jacob Madol. Nice football. It's all about settling from Galvanic into the wide area to the left side of the pitch. And of course, beating the right fullback. But nice play from him. It goes on as a throw in very quickly by Galvanic. Now comes the captain of the team. That's Mr. Jacob Madol. Depossessed is St. Mary. I think bit of a sliding from just number 4. It's a throw in this time around for Galvanic. They keeps on pressing, but again, it looks 50-50. Then goes down, and of course, complicated header. This time around, it finds the goalkeeper of St. Mary, but I think he's having a bit of 2 or 3 words to his players, especially how they left that very, very, crucial chance there. They're having something to do here. That's St. Mary, blocked by Galvanic FC backline. Free kick to Galvanic. The game is 1-0. Galvanic FC are leading St. Mary by a goal to 0. Remember, this is the opening game of the National SSD Cup. Don't forget, Zain, South Sudan are behind this. Well, goalkeeper, that's Mr. Matayo, if not Matthew Wani. He's trying to engage the boys to keep the pressure on Galvanic. It goes just number 3. But of course, depossessed. Still trying his best. Beating 1, feel like beating 2, but of course into the forbidden area. Now a chance, and of course, cleared just into the line right there. Almost a goal for a team called St. Mary. We should have probably seen a different scoreline here. But recovered quickly by the Nimle Bezi side. Very good exchange of passes. Here it goes to Mr. Kwal McCoy. Nice control from just number 13. And that's Kenyi. Finds 7. And of course, that's Simon. What a goal from Simon. Wow, interesting goal from Simon. And of course, just number 7 for St. Mary, that's a Simon Lat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1-1. What a game it is already we're having here. Galvanic FC of Nimule 1, St. Mary 1. Remember, first goal inside probably few seconds into the starting. Another one before even 8 minutes. Now St. Mary going for it again into the goal scorer, Lat. Lat still enjoying moments, good moments for him. Recovered by Galvanic into the wide area. Now 1-on-1. Too hard for him to go past just number 2, and there's a Mr. Samuel Lado. Well, very interesting game it is. The game is 1-1, Galvanic FC 1. St. Mary, aside from Terekeka, 1. This is the first leg of the playoff. And it's all about the National South Sudan Cup. Given has a fair play by the center referee. Galvanic are getting back to control, but can they control it more? Well, a complicated play from just number 3. And that's John Tiger. Still John Tiger, recovered by Galvanic. Fluking. And making a crossing. Finds just number 9. And of course, has got the space. And on goal from just number 6. Well, Galvanic, it didn't actually take them time to lead. Well, it's now Galvanic 2, St. Mary 1. The third goal is an own goal from just number 6 of St. Mary, and that's Mr. Adil Abdu. (2-1) Galvanic to St. Mary 1. You may think goals will keep raining, and the goals are raining in this very game, because in a period of 10 minutes, already 3 goals. And this is the real meaning of a playoff. Galvanic continues with the momentum. It goes to the back line. Now finds the goalkeeper. Almost giving away. Good support from just number 11. That's Harjok Majak. All about going to the wide area. Is going to be a throw-in to Galvanic. What a game we're having now. The game is 2-1 in favor of Galvanic. In case of just joined the streaming. Given away. It's just number 11, Harjok Majak. Very good play from the captain, Samuel Ladu, for St. Mary. St. Mary wins a throw-in in the process. 2-1, Galvanic are leading. Well, Samuel Ladu tries to build from the back. Now it goes to Wani. Wani is under pressure. There's a real, actually, confidence from St. Mary backline. But now Galvanic are taking an advantage here. Very good play from just number 13, Mr. Kenyi. Galvanic, too hard for him to fluke past just number 3, and that's John Tiger. Is a throw into St. Mary. The game is 2-1 in favor of Galvanic FC. Very good play. They're making progress down on the right side of the pitch. cleared by just number 13, and that's John Tiger. And of course, the chance is there, but again, very good goalkeeping from the custodian for Galvanic. It goes to the lefty fullback, still twisting. Now the captain, just number 6, Jacob Madol. Fine, just number 18. Well, now comes Kual Makui. Back to Makui. Makui looks for support. Finds just number 11, Majak, if not Harjok. A bit of some up and down, but referee says there's nothing. Play on. Given away. Galvanic recovering. It goes to the wide area and does to the left. Very good play from the right fullback. Does John Tiger, but again, there is a pressure here. Well, misplaced by just number 70. And Mr. Makui is going to be a goal kick to St. Mary. Otherwise, the game is 2-1. The team leading is called Galvanic FC of Nimle. It's a goal kick, and Wani will take the responsibility. It goes to just number 15, and that's Dario Sebit. Still Dario Sebit depossessed. Well, Galvanic making a progress here. Harjok, and a definitely good play from just number 8, especially that rebound from Harjok. And as Mr. Parach Mayen, is a corner kick to Galvanic FC of Nimle. The game is 2-1. The team from Nimle Galvanic are leading. Taking it quickly. Well, find just number 9, Sadrick Deng, one of the goal scorers, actually the first goal scorer this afternoon. But unfortunately, it is too much. Wani, the goalkeeper, finds his captain, Samuel Ladu, for St. Mary. It goes to just number 7, one of the goal scorers as well, and that's Mr. Simon Lat. A space is right here for Christopher. Christopher, let me try this. Too much, but I think he had the opportunity. He had actually the time to decide. It's going to be a goal kick to Galvanic. Remember, we're still inside halftime. The game is 2-1 in case you have just joined us. 2-1 in favor of, well, Galvanic FC of Nimle. Remember, this is the National SSD Cup. Zain, South Sudan is behind it. And of course, a confusion. And just like that, so much problematic actually for St. Mary. I think it's all about communication. But trust me, it is been free now for Galvanic, because there was actually a misunderstanding between the goalkeeper, Wani, and his captain, Samuel Lado. But lucky enough, nothing happened. They are back to the game. And Galvanic tries to defend well. As St. Mary tries to press. Good football. Nice counter from Galvanic. And of course, down on the right, there's Mr. Deng. Deng, one-on-one versus just number 15. That's Dario. Tries to deliver. Now there's a bit of a chance. Well, Harjok Majak fluking. Good defense from just number 13. And that's Kenyi. Is a foul and is a free kick to St. Mary FC of Terekeka. The game is 2-1. And this is still halftime. We are live at the Juba National Stadium. Christopher. Not a nice touch from George. And it's going to be a throw into Galvanic FC. Well, Makui looks for support and cleared by just number 13, Kenyi. Remember, Mr. Atem is the guy playing as a center forward for Galvanic. Nice touches. Now goes to Majak. And of course, Makui. Good goalkeeping yet again from Mr. Wani for St. Mary. But of course, the rebound. Still Galvanic looking so much positive. It goes just number 20. What a pass. But again, clever touch from just number 3. Offside flag seems to be against him. And it will be a free kick to St. Mary. The game is 2-1. The team leading is called Galvanic FC of Nimle. And guess what? It's a playoff between Galvanic and St. Mary FC. Galvanic is from Nimle. St. Mary is from Terkeka. This is still the first leg and also official opening of the National SSD Cup. Samuel Lado looks for support. Well, is still Galvanic. He tries it very well and does just number 18. Depossessed St. Mary. Having a courage here, Emmanuel Moga finds just number 9, George. Free kick for St. Mary. What can they probably pick from here? Remember, they are down to probably 2 goals to 1. And this is a crucial opportunity, yes, for St. Mary to level matters before halftime ends, if they can. Well, first goal scorer was just number 9 for Galvanic, and that was Mr. Sadrik Deng. Well, too much high from just number 6, and that's Adil Abdu, who scored actually an own goal for St. Mary. Too much for just number 70. That's Mr. Makui. It's not easy for Makui to find that. Now Galvanic are making a progress here down on the right. Good defending from St. Mary, and the wins are thrown in the process. In case you have just joined the streaming, the game is 2-1 in favor of Galvanic FC. We're still within half time, if not half period. Don't forget, we're live at Juba National Stadium. Now to Makui. It goes to Majak. Very poorly. Now it's St. Mary's time to the captain, Samuel Lado. Samuel Lado gives just number 4, Emmanuel Lodo. This time around is Galvanic, but it finds a yellow jersey, and that's a St. Mary. They tries to move forward poorly. It benefits Galvanic. To just number 25, that's Musa. Musa for Galvanic, but of course, complicated crossing. A chance is right here. Very good goalkeeping from St. Mary's number 1, and does Mr. Matayo Wani. He has done a very good part by getting involved because it's dangerous. Now come just number 9 for Galvanic. They tried to prevent a corner. Indeed, they have done it. It's a goal kick to St. Mary. I think Galvanic are trying their best, but don't forget, there's still so much to be done in this game. much as half time is still concerned, you may feel like more things will happen in second half of this very game, and perhaps both sides will see a way of deciding how the full 90 minutes can be, controlling it better. And as Galvanic, it goes to Makui. Foul is a free kick to Galvanic FC. Jersey number 9, the first goal scorer this afternoon, is the guy who is fouled. Well, there's a pressure from St. Mary, but again, Galvanic keeps on containing the pressure, and they try their best in defending. And in terms of the loopholes, they're trying to see a way of at least defending with the ball. But what can St. Mary also do in these minutes within halftime period? They are making a progress here down into the right side, but of course are cleared by just number 6, and that's Jacob Madol. It defines just number 9, the first goal scorer. That's Deng. Deng goes to the wide area. Very good play. Majak looks for support, finds Makui, but again, nice defending. It defines the captain of St. Mary, and that's Samuel Ladu. Samuel Ladu engaging with his teammates, goes just number 6. But of course, Adil Abdu now goes just number 3, John Tiger for St. Mary. They keeps on moving forward. Nice play from just number 11, and that's for Galvanic, Harjok Majak. Given away, it favors St. Mary. What a tap, a touch from George. Now Dengerman, very good overtaking from just number 25, and that's Mr. Musa. He tries to raise, and that's where Wani will have to be involved. Very dangerous ball, but the courage is good from just number 15, Dario. It goes just number 11, and that's Christopher Lemy for St. Mary. Still defended perfectly by Galvanic. Now Makui. The idea is checking for Mr. Musa. Back to Makui. Finds Musa finally on the right side of the pitch. Playing 1-2. Musa alongside the Makui. And of course, Musa goes for delivery. The captain will have to prevent a corner. He does it. It goes to just number 6. Still now Samuel Lado finds Christopher Lemy. Christopher Lemy gives it away. Is Galvanic controlling it, and nicely, and does Galvanic. Won back by him. The aim is all about Musa. Musa at one. He finds what he wants. Goes to what a fluking from Galvanic. Goes for a delivery direct to the goalkeeper, and does Mr. Matthew Wani. The game is 2-1 in case you have just probably joined. The game is 2-1 in favor of Galvanic FC. Well, one is trying to cool the press as a goalkeeper. And I think center referee decided to put the game on hold. And then has a punishment. Is going to be a free kick inside St. Mary's own box. Well, I think the goalkeeper failed to, to follow the protocols of a goalkeeper in terms of retaking the play. So it's going to be a free kick for Galvanic, and it's a setback, by the way. And when we talk about the rules of the game, I am very sure that's what the referees follows. Free kick inside the 18 yards of St. Mary. Can Galvanic make it free here, or the wall will block? Well, the guy to take is definitely, and of course, blocked by the wall indeed. Well, Galvanic still engaging. Find just number 11, Majak, cleared by the back line of St. Mary. And honestly, today's weather favors this fixture a lot. The weather is so much cool in Juba today, and it really favors this fixture. And you could see how the players are really engaging. Unlikely when the Premier League actually started, where temperatures were so much high, around 42, 43 degrees Celsius, some few, weeks back. But yes, at the moment, it looks favorable. And it's surely sportic. Good touch from John Tiger for St. Mary. Depossessed anyway. Given away, it finds Samuel Lado for St. Mary to Emmanuel Moga. Emmanuel Moga looks for a couple of names. Special just number 9. Looking, by the way, that's George. Free kick. Very good play from George. Just number 9 does Mr. George Rescue. He does well by surely, going past 1 or 2 defenders. But yes, the result is a foul and it's a free kick to St. Mary FC. Just around 20 yards. What can Samuel Ladu do in this free kick? Can he make it 2-2? But of course he goes for a direct one, and he does it, by the way. Interesting free kick. Perfect one, and that's what captains probably do. As a captain, he has brought his team back into level. The game is now 2-2. Very good free kick. I feel the goalkeeper had no idea. Well, so much nicely, Mr. Mabel, who is the goalkeeper for Galvanic, had no idea because the way the free kick was taken and into the near post anyway, but so much tight for him. The game is now 2-2. St. Mary are back into level. Remember, it is still half time. You may think like it's a fresh business for both sides. They will have to do something because you may feel like the game is into its initial point now. Throw into St. Mary. Taken quickly by Dario Sebit. Recovered by Galvanic. Now Makui. Makui to just number 20. Recovered by St. Mary this time around. And of course into the box. Well, fluking, I think, a shot from just number 11. That's a Christopher Lemy, but not quite. It's going to be a goal kick to Galvanic. Well, nice play from Majak Harjok. Defines Atem. Atem looks for Majak yet again. Now. But I think Musa was calling for it. Well, taken away by Harjok Majak. He gives it almost away to just number 9, George. Now Dario. Won by, finds Musa. The first touch wasn't quite. Goes to just number 70, and that's Kwal Makui. St. Mary are having a fresh momentum here. Having a possession. It goes just number 4, and that's Emmanuel Lodu. Good play. It goes to Lodu. Lodu once again for St. Mary. Now it's Dario. Dario gives to the goalkeeper, and that's Wani. Wani finds his captain, Samuel Ladu. Ladu goes to the wide area, and that's John Tiger. John Tiger for St. Mary. Back to Ladu. Ladu finds just number 6, all about the support. Adil Abdul. Recovered by Galvanic. Galvanic tries to go up front, but again, too much for the left fullback to get. A throw in taken quickly by St. Mary. Goes to Abdul. The pass is not good. It's going to be a throw into Galvanic. The game is 2-2. Makui finds Musa. Back to Makui. Makui looks for a support. Recovered by St. Mary. But of course, the area is congested. Cleared by the captain. That's Lado. There's a bit of complications. Just number 6 for St. Mary is down. He's calling for medical attention. And, that's Mr. Adil Abdu. Remember, the game is 2-2. Galvani scored first. Within probably few seconds, St. Mary made it 1-1. An own goal also came from just number 6. And that's Adil Abdu to make it 2-1 for Galvanic. And what a free kick from the captain, Samuel Ladu, after a very good work done by just number 9. And that's Mr. George to make sure they bring St. Mary back into the game. The game is 2-2, and it is still halftime at Juba National Stadium. Remember, it's Zain National SSD Cup. Back to the business. After it's going to be a chance. Blocked by the captain, and that's Ladu. Very good play from him. It goes just number 11, Christopher Lemi. He looks for more support. Finds Emmanuel Lodu. Emmanuel Lodu still with the ball. Finds just number 3, and that's John Tiger. John Tiger, the possess is Galvanic. Picking from where John Tiger left. Now is Majak. Very good play from him to the wide area, left side of the pitch. Goes for a delivery direct to the goalkeeper, and that's Wani. St. Mary goes for it again. Ladu finds what a touch from Emmanuel Moga. Well, is now George to chase. Makui. Makui looks for a support, but unfortunately, he got no one. It's going to be a throw in to St. Mary. Galvanic tries to do what they can. Musa is looking for support. Well, it's a corner kick, by the way, and that's for Galvanic. Good goalkeeping from Wani yet again. He takes it away from his territory. Galvanic keeps on pressing. direct to one knee. And medical attention is needed for just number 8. That's Parach Mayen. Definitely, medical team is needed to intervene. Remember, the game is 2-2. Galvanic of Nimle 2. St. Mary of Terekeka 2 as well. And don't forget, it is still halftime. 4 goals already. Remember, 4 goals already, and something might tell you that definitely both sides will still do a lot, and you never can tell what will be the outcome of this game when it comes to the full 90 minutes. But yes, Galvanic are trying their best, and defensively and offensively, back to the business after a little bit of a hold because of an injury to Mr. That's just number 13, Kenyi. Now Samuel Lado. He defines George. Now comes George. Free kick to Galvanic FC. Just number 9, Mr. Cedric Deng. Offside flag is against just number 4, and that's for Galvanic, Mr. Atem. Well, players that actually were receiving treatment are back into the pitch. Kenyi and Deng for both sides, respectively. Well, center referee says rolling ball. You guys have to bring it back. Kenyi involved for the first time after that injury. Ladu finds Tiger. The ghost just number 18, Emmanuel Moga. Recovered easily by Galvanic, but there's pressure from George. Now find just number 25 for Galvanic, Musa. Good play from Kenyi. Kenyi looks for support, finds Abdu. Abdu looking for just number 11, and that's definitely Christopher Lemy. Christopher Lemy is depossessed. Majak Harjok Makuyu with a touch, and Galvanic wins a throw in the process. Well, now it goes to St. Mary, Christopher Lemy. Just number 7, and does Simon Latt. Simon Latt into the center forward role, finds George. Back to just number 18 and Emmanuel Moga. Emmanuel Moga seems to be depossessed, and Suali Majak wins it for Galvanic. Galvanic goes forward to the wide area. Nice defending from just number 3, John Tiger for St. Mary. It goes to just number 4, Emmanuel Lodu. Emmanuel Lodu still having to decide. Goes to just number 13, Kenyi. Eventually, Galvanic have got what to do here. It goes to Musa looking for his space. Blocked by the back line of St. Mary. It goes to Makui. Makui back to Musa. Musa packing one. Feels like beating yet again. And of course, still fluking past Mr. Kenyi is a chance for Galvanic, trying to find a space. Good defense from St. Mary. It goes to just number 4, and does Emmanuel Lodo. He tries to raise George. Nice defending from Galvanic. Too much from the captain, just number 6. And that's Jacob Madol. It will be a throw into St. Mary. The game is 2-2. St. Mary 2. Don't forget Galvanic 2 as well. Abdu finds just number 18, Emmanuel Moga. And it goes on to just number 7, Simon Lat. The result is what the goalkeeper have to take away, and that's Mr. Mabel for Galvanic. Galvanic looking for a goal, if not leading again. Now Kenyi clears away. He finds just number 3. John Tiger benefits from the rebound. It goes John Tiger. Finds just number 7. Simon Lat again for St. Mary, depossessed. Galvanic have to respond. Back to St. Mary's side. It's just number 3. And there's a John Tiger yet again. Good play from the captain. There's Samuel Lado. He does well. But here's George tries to fluke between 2 defenders. Galvanic have got a courage yet again. It's a free kick. Taken quickly, by the way. Too much. But the idea was good from just number 9. And that's Mr. Cedric Deng, who scored the first goal for Galvanic in this game. Now given away is George. George for St. Mary. There's a chance here, but good defending from Makwi. 3 minutes is what the fourth official is preparing right here. And that's into the halftime. The game is 2-2. The question is, who is going to lead at the interval? Free kick to Galvanic. Fourth official prepares 3 minutes, and indeed 3 minutes into the first 45 minutes right here. We are live at Juba National Stadium. This is the Zain National South Sudan Cup. It's a playoff game, remember, between Galvanic FC of Nimle and St. Mary, aside from Terekeka. When he takes a long goal kick, looking for Abdu. St. Mary wins a throw in the process. Can they pull something before this minutes probably gets over the injury time minutes? Deng with a simple touch to his left fullback. Back to Deng. What a turning from just number 8. Does Mr. Parach Mayen. Parach still drives Galvanic into the forward line. Now it comes to Musa. What can Musa do? Musa is here to give, of course, Galvanic something here. So close for Galvanic to lead at halftime. But of course, Musa's actual effort went a little bit far. No wasting of time from Wani. Now Abdu. Abdu looks for just number 11. That is not good. Christopher Lemi. There's a real pressure from him. He goes to the goalkeeper. And that's Mr. Mabel. Makwi. Makwi finds just number 11. Majak. Good play. Now Musa for Galvanic. Musa, he tries to go forward and protects the ball. It's a corner kick. Corner kick to Galvanic FC. Can they get something here also? You never know. Otherwise, 3 added minutes into the first 45 is one thing you have to know. And of course, a free header right there. Well, it's a goal, but center referee says the goalkeeper has been fouled. And it's going to be a free kick. You may feel like it's definitely over, if not not far from ending. Now Musa, a chance is right here for Galvanic. Very smooth goal, and that's from Mr. Mayen. Nice goal from Parich Mayen. The game is now 3-2 in favor of Galvanic FC. You may think that's what they were looking for, and indeed they're getting it. St. Mary will have something to be done in second half of this very game. Now the game is 3-2. Just number 6. And that's Mr. Jacob Madol is having, I think, some worries. And well, center referee have just ended and have just blown the whistle for halftime. Otherwise, first goal from Mr. Ding. Meanwhile, George also scored the second leveler to make it 1-1. And there was also an own goal from just number 6. That's Adil Abdu for St. Mary to make it 3-2. But of course, a free kick from Samuel Ladu, plus a goal from just number 8, Mr. Parich Mayen, inside 3 added minutes of halftime to give definitely Galvanic a lead here. Otherwise, at halftime, Galvanic FC of Nimle 3, St. Mary FC of Terekeka 2. We shall be back with the second half. Do stick around. Thank you very much. Call me Alafi Jonathan. call the break. Yes, this is now going to be the second half of this very game between Galvanic FC of Nimle and St. Mary FC of Aterkeka. Remember, the game is 3-2 in favor of Galvanic. So that means that probably a team in the names of St. Mary will have to do a lot in this second period of time. But of course, otherwise there will be also some names to watch, especially when it comes to coming on the bench. Well, there are a couple of guys on the bench for St. Mary. We can talk about guys like Maurice Christopher, well, Simon Loku, and of course Mr. Ali Hussein, if not Hassan. And there are guys like Emani, even Agostino Jada, Federico Kenyi, and Alphonse Boro, Santino, Zakaria James, including Joseph Moga. So these are some of the names to watch out on the bench for St. Mary. Otherwise, for Galvanic, definitely there are also some names like Mr. Mamour, well, Francis Yak. Don't forget also Atem Madidi is also on the bench. And I am very sure these are some of the names like Diu Mawet. Well, definitely St. Mary are bringing free players, just number 10. Well, that's Mr. Frederick Kenyi Lodu is on, just number 5 as well. And that is definitely Agostino Jada. These are some of the names that St. Mary have up to, like even Alphonse Modi. Well, for Galvanic, I think they are not yet making changes. You may feel like they are so much okay with the current players. But if you take a look at how both sides have come for this game, you'll actually learn out that the goalkeeper is Mabel Agostino, that's for Galvanic, Akok Makui, Jacob Madol, Pariach, Mayen, Sadrick Deng, Kual Makui, Harjok Majak, Atem, Ajang, Musa, Atwon, and Emmanuel. Well, for St. Mary, John Tiger is part of the team. Samuel Ladu, George Matayo Wani, Emmanuel Moga, Christopher Lemi, Simon Lat, Adil Abdu Kenyi, Dario Sebit, Emmanuel Odu. Remember, this is the Sudan National Sudan Cup, and this is the first game today. Don't forget the first leg, the second leg of this game will be on the 27th of March. So all about one team to go through. Back to the business. Throw in is for Galvanic. Galvanic still looking for what they can do. There's a real pressure right here. And of course, just number 5 slides down for St. Mary. That's Agostino Jada. But center referee says there's nothing. It goes to Tiger. Galvanic picks from there. What a pack from Majak. Finds Musa. Musa for Galvanic, looking for his support. And he gives it actually to Deng. Deng with a complicated one. By the way, Wani seems to be out of his own 16-yard box. It was going to be a little bit tricky for him. especially when it comes to getting back. St. Mary having more of the ball now. Very good play from them. It goes to Kenyi. Kenyi finds Emmanuel Moga. Recovered easily. Musa is fouled. It's going to be a free kick to Galvanic FC. Galvanic free, St. Mary 2. Taken very quickly by just number 20. It goes to Deng. Deng finds Parach Mayen. One easily now is George. George gives it away to just number 14. And that's a cock. One easily by St. Mary. Jada. A good pass from Jada to Kenyi. Very dangerous one. It goes on to just number 10 and finds the captain Ladu. Ladu finds just number 12. And St. Mary having a moment here. What can they probably do is a separate question for another day in this game. Galvanic having a counter here, cleared by the captain. That is Mr. Samuel Lado. It will be a throw-in to St. Mary, I think, after deflection. Lado. Now a progress is here. Kenyi for St. Mary. Giving it to Jada, but of course taken away by Deng. Deng Sadrik is really on hurry, making sure things have to move. It goes on to Atem. Atem Ajang, depossessed, and it is Simon Lat driving to the forward line for St. Mary. Still Lat. Won very simply by Harjok Majak. Harjok having a nice play there. Is a free kick to Galvanic. Galvanic FC free, St. Mary 2. Remember, this is now second half of this very game, and we're live at Juba National Stadium. It is the first game in the Sudan National SSD Cup. Is a free kick after Emmanuel Lodo fouled. Well, a Galvani player, Moga, this time around operating in the midfield. Very good play from Jada for St. Mary. Now is Kenyi. Kenyi finds George. George back to Kenyi. Kenyi flocking. That was a good play. All about looking for his space. But of course, he goes for a shot. Galvanic. What a fast touch from the captain, Samuel Lado. Now Kenyi finds Mr. George. Corner kick to St. Mary. Very good turn from George. Just number 9. Remember, he is one of the goal scorers in this game today. He scored actually the leveler to make it 1-1. Well, before a very nice, beautiful free kick from Samuel Lado. Well, too much, but of course kept alive by the left fullback of St. Mary. The area is congested. Another corner kick to St. Mary. Can St. Mary pull something in this game? Is probably a question that somebody feels like he wants to ask. It goes on, deflected, another corner. Well, another corner kick to a team called St. Mary. St. Mary keeps on pressing, and you may feel like they really know what they want to pick in this game. The game is 3-2 in favor of Galvanic. But in terms of the presser, trust me, St. Mary are trying their best. You may feel like they will make it free within this second half. Delivered and well cleared. Now comes to Galvanic. Good defending from St. Mary. Now comes to Jada. There's a chance here. And of course, let's go to this space. What a save from the goalkeeper. Much as offside flag. I mean, a referee saying handball. But fantastic goalkeeping from just number 31, Mr. Mabil. That's what goalkeepers always do. Well, don't forget, Galvanic have got a free kick here. And you may feel like this is what they really want. The free kick is actually on a very good position. The man to take seems to be Mr. Deng. Well, delivered right there to Wani's hands. Wani goes for a long one. So it's all about counter here. But now, the goalkeeper involved very quickly. And I think without wasting time, he goes for it. Finds Madol. Madol to Musa. Musa now down on the left side of the pitch, driving. But of course, Musa still drives, tries to deliver, but again, the area is too much congested. It finds Wani, the goalkeeper of St. Mary. The game is 3-2 in favor of Galvanic. And guess what? This is now second half. Namajak. Good play from the captain. That's Samuel. Kenyi. Find chance number 4, Emmanuel Lodo. Goes to the wide area. Too much for just number 3, John Tiger. Is a throw-in to Galvanic. Fluking is done by just number 20. Now Galvanic drives forward, down on the right side of the pitch, beating one, feeling like to beat a second one, but again there's real blocking from the back line of, but of course fluking with a crossing, but this time around, Mr. Wani, the goalkeeper of St. Mary, means business. St. Mary goes for it again. Emmanuel Moga. The possessed is now Galvanic. It goes to just number 20. Nice play, but of course intercepted by by the midfield of St. Mary, by the captain. What a pressure from just number 7 and Simon Lett or Lat. Free kick to Galvanic. Spectators are not happy. Part of this game goes to, well, just number 4 of St. Mary, and that's Emmanuel Lodo, player to receive a yellow card in this tournament. That's Mr. Emmanuel Lodo of is booked, and I may feel like he will really want to be very, very careful. But don't forget this game in the competition. We are talking about the South Sudan Cup. First game is right here, and it's actually powered by Zain South Sudan. Remember, this is a national competition. There are 3 places, if not cities, where these games takes place. There are teams in Group A, Group B, and Group C. Group A teams plays in Rumbek, Group B in Juba, Group C in Rank. Now Galvanic are making a progress here down on the left, but unfortunately it's gonna be a throw-in, and that's going to favor well, 2 players are coming on for Galvanic. What can they bring is a question. Just number 22 and just number 30. Well, just number 30 is Mr. Nyok. Well, Nyok is in for Galvanic. Meanwhile, Mr. Enama is also in. Can they bring probably more things from the bench? Let's wait and see. But the game is 3 goals to 2 in favor of Galvanic FC. And this is the second half of this very game now. First involvement for Mr. Nyok, who just actually came on the bench. Nice play. St. Mary thought they have won a throw-in, but again, instead it favors Galvanic. Just number 8 is going to come on. That's for St. Mary in the space of just number 4, and that's Emmanuel Lodo. Emmanuel Lodo is off for St. Mary. Meanwhile, there's a new blood, probably to add something special. I am talking about just number 8, Mr. Emani. Emani is the player who is already on the pitch for St. Mary. Otherwise, the game is 3 goals. Galvanic 3, St. Mary 2. Very good football from St. Mary as they're chasing down on the left side of the pitch, but again defended perfectly by the back line of and that's Galvanic. Now Madol looks for support. Majak is depossessed. What a play. Jada. This time around, Galvanic cleared by Kenyi is a throw into a team called Galvanic FC of Nimule. Remember, second leg will be on the 27th of this very month. And this is definitely something we need to know. Otherwise, tomorrow, 25th of March, it will be Ngolwa FC of Mundri and Zhao City of Paring. It will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. Juba National Stadium. Then on the 27th, it will be the second leg, St. Mary of Terkeka, Galvanic FC of Nimle. But of course, when you take a look at Group A, that's in Rumbek. Remember, on the 27th, Goldstar FC of Rumbek plays a Mading of Abiye. 28, Anyanya 2 FC of Ural will be playing Amal Al Huria of Kwajok. On the 29th, Al Mirik Soa Club of Tonch will be playing Awil United of Awil. On the 30th, Majak Ajuang FC of Wajok will be playing Gazal FC of Wow. On 31st, Mading will be playing, actually Mading FC from Abiye will be playing Goldstar FC of Rumbek. And 1st of April, Amal Al Huria will be entertaining, well, Anyanya 2. It will be the second leg. Awil United will be playing Al Mirik FC of Tonch, another second leg. Then Gazala of Wow welcomes Majak Achuang. That will be on the 3rd day of April. And it will be, yes, the games in Group A. That's in Rumbek. But well, if you get to Group B, and that's Juba, remember, definitely the winners in these playoffs are going to join a couple of teams like Jamus of Juba, Atalabaras of this world, and more teams like Al-Meriki FC of Bentiu. Yes, but don't forget, on the 2nd day of April in Group B in Juba, Melekia FC of Torito will be playing Al-Meriki FC of Bentiu. On the 3rd day of April, Atalabara FC of Yei will be playing Koream FC of Bor. 4th day, Jamus are waiting for a winner. Definitely in what we call the playoffs. The same to Nile City FC of Yambio, they're waiting for a winner. And then the second leg of Al-Merik FC versus probably Meleki FC of Turit will be on the 6th of April. Then on the 7th of April, Koream FC of Bur will be entertaining at Labar FC of Yei. That will be the second leg as well. So this is how things definitely looks like in Group B. Otherwise, in case of just joined us, this game is still 3-2 in favor of Galvanic FC of Nimle, and this is one of the playoffs. And actually, it's the first game. A chance is right here for Galvanic. Nice driving, but there's a real blocking from just number 2. That's Ladu, the captain. Free kick according to the linesman. It's gonna be a free kick. The player being fouled is just number 9. Free kick to Galvanic. What can they also do here? Well, if you take a look at probably Group C, that's in rank, you'll find a couple of teams. Remember, on 28, it will be Achueng playing Simba FC of Melekia, of Malakal. Free kick taken quickly right there, but of course that tapped easily. But there's a real blocking from the back line of St. Mary. Well, 28th of March, it will be Acheng up against Simba FC of Malakal. 30th of March, it will be Al Salam FC up against that's Bentiwen of Maban. On the 31st of this month, Simba of Malakal up against Achueng. So those are the games coming up also in rank in Group C in this national competition. Otherwise, St. Mary tries their best, and they're trying their best. It's going to be free kick. That's for them. Let's wait and see what they're going to do. Also try and create their own atmosphere. It's a very humble question here, but again, from Galvanic. But well, if you talk about the knockout in Group A, as I told you guys, the fixtures ready. So that's how things looks like in this competition. But don't forget that tomorrow it will be a day for Bright Star. They'll be playing Sudan tomorrow in the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The game will be played in Libya. That's down in Benghazi. Tomorrow, South Sudan will be playing Sudan. If not Sudan versus South Sudan. Sudan had a barren draw against Senegal over the weekend. The game ended 0-0. Meanwhile, South Sudan lost to DR Congo a goal to 0. A narrow actually lost there. And you may feel like there is something they might do tomorrow against Sudan. Otherwise, back to this game. The game is 3-2 in favor of Galvanic. And this is Zain National South Sudan Cup. Opportunity right there for St. Mary, but of course a collision between George and the goalkeeper of Galvanic, Mr. Mabel. Both players are still down, and the referee is going to be in person to find out, and especially George is in need of medical attention, but Mabel is feeling well, I think. But definitely, if this game ends like this, that means that there will be unfinished business for both sides in the second leg on 27th of this very month. And you may feel like that's going to be also a do or die game, because at the end of the day, they will always need, only one winner is needed. One winner will join teams like Jamus. And of course, in the next round of the competition or the group stages. Remember, these actually playoffs are done for teams coming from sub-local football associations, and that's why they have to be put under playoffs before joining the real business. And this is what you're watching. Free kick to St. Mary. By the way, they keeps on pressing, and you may feel like if they continue to do that, they might give something that will make them smile. Jada tries to drive, but too much. Center referee says foul. Yellow card, I think. Center referee have seen that here. It's going to be a free kick to St. Mary, and it's time for them to see how they can level matters to make it free perhaps, and make the business look new in the second leg. There are a couple of names in the box, like George, but of course delivered very well, but dealt to the goalkeeper, and that's Mr. Mabel. Mabel made a very crucial save to deny, well, a goal for St. Mary some few minutes ago. It's going to be a throw-in to Galvanic. Galvanic feels like they still want to add more, but the chemistry is not yet working now. Galvanic finds the courage here. Picked out by St. Mary. And just number 7 drives. He wins a throw-in in the process. And that's Mr. Simon late. What a chest. Advantage. He goes for delivery. Goalkeeper involved. Nice goalkeeping from Mabel. Galvanic are going for it again. The idea is to make sure they probably get more goals, but can they get what a pass right there? But the captain of the team, Samuel Ladu, the only free kick goal scorer in this probably game, does well there. Galvanic enjoying possession. Poor touch from Majak. It goes to Ladu. Ladu finds his goalkeeper. And that's Wani. Back to Ladu. Galvanic are having a hard time here, but again, so easy for them to pick the ball into their feet, and that's what they're doing now. Deng finds it, if not keeps it alive. Deng, of course, a fluke right there for Galvanic. He looks for support, and of course the support is right there. Yes, are so close for Galvanic to make it 4. But definitely it did go out anyway. Well, can Galvanic make the second leg more complicated for St. Mary is also a very humble question this evening. Well, cleared by just number 6, Jacob Madol, the captain of Galvanic. Now Makui. Makui, of course, looks for Deng. Is a throw-in to St. Mary. A touch from Jada. And well now taken away by the goalkeeper. Rescued. Very good play from St. Mary, and still driving. That's Mr. George. George looks for Kenyi. Free kick to St. Mary. Kenyi is the player being fouled by Majak Harjok. Well, it's a free kick, and it's actually on a very good position, especially if it gets a natural free kick taker. You may feel like St. Mary will sure get something here. Well, Ladu will take the responsibility. He goes for a direct one. He tries to bend it, but well, a little bit far. Now, Galvanic are having a moment to do here, and of looking to the wide area. There's a space right here, but again, a shot coming from just number 20, but there's real interruption from the back line. It goes wide. St. Mary still in control. Well, taking it back to the goalkeeper. That's done by Madol. Kenyi goes back home. St. Mary almost giving away there, but again, there's a really belief in the St. Mary players right now, because their feeling is they want to get a leveler, very good, play from Makui is going to be a free kick to Galvanic. This time around, again, is a St. Mary. The game is 3-2 in favor of Galvanic FC. At the end of the day, one winner is needed. But what can Galvanic produce in these free kick moments here? Well, delivered. Well, cleared by just number 7. And that's Simon Let. Kenyi intercepts it away, but again, there's a moment here for Galvanic. It goes on to Deng. Deng looks for a support, and of course, it has congested Mr. Musa. Well, Musa's shot goes wide. Just number 7 is coming on now for Galvanic. Now is George. George for St. Mary. A chance is right here. George! Too much cool from George. And it seems like if St. Mary is passing, they might get something in these few minutes here. Now moving into the forward line is what St. Mary are doing. The possessed, that's just number 3. He tries to win it back, but linesman says the ball is out of play. It's going to be a throw into Galvanic. Just number 7 thought actually he's supposed to be substituted, but well, he's gonna be now a different player. Now St. Mary, this time around, the possessed. Ajuang picks from there. Ajuang just came on for Galvanic. Well, one player actually for St. Mary is also down, but again, referee says play continues. This time around, he holds the play officially. Medical attention is being actually called to find out what's the problem. But don't forget, this is what is called the National Sudan Cup, actually playoff between Galvanic FC of Nimle and St. Mary FC of Terekeka. Otherwise, the game is 3-2. Well, the guys leading, and that's Galvanic. And of course, the guys from the Fish side, the ones down, and that's St. Mary. But of course, St. Mary keeps on adding more momentum every minute. This time around, George controls it, but of course, taken away by Galvanic. Now is Anuen. Nice defending from Kenyi. It will be a throw in to the Terekeka base side. Lado. Well, the game is 3-2 in favor of Galvanic. Is a free kick, and a yellow card goes to just number 20 of Galvanic. And this free kick is actually on a very good position. So this one calls for a delivery from Lado. Well, Lado have scored already one free kick in this game. Lado's delivery, and of course a complicated one hitting actually the crossbar. Well, it's a free kick to Galvanic, but so much tight and so close to St. Mary to make it free. Is a bit of a dangerous foul here. The two players are down, one for St. Mary, and definitely they need treatment. Remember, tomorrow there also be another game at Juba National Stadium. So you may feel like you want to watch. Remember, it has started and it will continue unless if there's a day off. So tomorrow it will be Ngolwa FC of Mundri and Jao City of Paring. The game will be tomorrow, 25th of March at 3 p.m. Juba National Stadium. Well, back to business. Both players are feeling well, and they're back into their feet and they're back into the action. It's going to be a goal kick to St. Mary, But you may think St. Mary also really trying to chase time. Now there's a progress for St. Mary. Well, this time around the delivery didn't go quite. Instead it finds the goalkeeper. And that's Mabel. Cleared by Kenyi. Galvanic wins a throw-in. Spectators are having their own moments. Well, a defensive header by Lado, he wins a free kick in the process. It's a free kick to St. Mary inside their own. That is definitely 18 yards taken by Wani. A bit poor. This time around it favors Galvanic. If there's something that Galvanic are looking is, adding more goals. But now can they get that? A turn from Deng. Offside flag is against Deng Sadrick, the first goal scorer this very evening at Juba National Stadium. Kenyi for St. Mary. He drives the team forward. He finds just number 7, and of course Kenyi still into the progress side. The possessed is Galvanic. Fourth official already preparing 5 minutes into the second 45. 5 minutes into the second 45 this very evening at the Juba National Stadium, and remember the game is 3-2, if not a 3 goals to 2 in favor of Galvanic FC. We are now inside 5 minutes, if not injury time. Well, Galvanic are having a very good problem moment here. But the question is, how will the second leg be? Can Galvanic try their best into passing through? Lado involved, and of course a very good parking from Lado. He takes a responsibility. It goes to Kenyi for St. Mary, back to Lado. A delivery from Lado, cleared by the backline of Galvanic. Now is Majak. Harjok finds Deng down on the left. Deng drives Galvanic forward. Is Mr. Deng. Of course, I'm feeling like beating Lado. Still, Lado looks like he is for business. Deng takes it back to his side. Very smooth one. And of course, Majak. Well, goalkeeper involved eventually. And that's Mr. Wani. Well, tomorrow, Ngulwa FC of Mundri will be playing definitely in Jao City of Pariang. It's a corner kick. St. Mary, what can they create here is also a question. But I think Central Referee is calling for medical team, Red Cross South Sudan, to at least go with a scratcher. I think Makui is not all that really badly injured, as you can see he's actually trying to walk. And of course, delivered perfectly. It finds the back line, but again, the header went too much. Muddle. Real pressure. So close for Jada to succeed. But he is back and he's going to take the throw-in for Galvanic. It's St. Mary who are moving forward, succeeding. The area is real congested, and Galvanic now Madol to Deng. Deng have got the space, and of course Deng have got the space to decide something here. Very good defending from Kenyi. Nice defending from St. Mary's right fullback. And a smooth running is here, but again recovered quickly by Galvanic. Well, one player is down for Galvanic, but of course, referee says play continues. Recovered. Madol. Miracle team have to go and find out. As one player for Galvanic is seated on the pitch. He's back on his feet. But then the referee says take him out. Maybe before he comes back. Well, referee is going for a fair play. And the Madol will have to restart it. Back to Madol. Madol gives it away. Recovered by Majak Harjok. And well, St. Mary keeps on adding more power. Majak takes it. Majak is fouled. And there's gonna be a free kick to Galvanic. Otherwise, remember, we're inside 5 minutes. 5 minutes of added time into the 45. So currently, you may think of 1 minute. St. Mary, offside flag stays down. Very poor from just number 7. And of course, so the referee says that is it. Otherwise, it is a 5-goal thriller in the opening of the National SSD Cup, powered by Zain South Sudan. And of course, the game is 3 goals in favor of Galvanic. Meanwhile, 2 scored by a team called St. Mary. Otherwise, tomorrow, Golwa FC of Mundri will be playing Zao City of Pariang. It will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. Full time, Galvanic FC of Nimle 3. Don't forget St. Mary FC of Terekeka 2. Second leg will be on the 27th of March. Thank you so much for watching. Call me Alafi Jonathan.